My name is Kainton the Genius, and today we are going to continue with Lesson 8 on our R tutorial for data science and machine learning. And today's class is going to be basic data analysis in R, linear regression. So we are going to apply all we've learned about getting data sets, manipulating data, plotting. We are going to apply it to do linear regression. So basically, we are going to follow these 5 procedures. So you can pause the video, copy this out, and take a look at it. So let's get started. I'm going to end this presentation and let's get to R. Before I continue, I'd like to remind you to subscribe to my channel. If you've not subscribed, click on the subscribe button below so that you kind of motivate me to continue making these lessons. Alright, so the first thing we want to do is to bring in the data set into R. Of course, we can import this data into R in many ways, but in this particular case, I'm going to just copy it and just paste it into R from the clipboard. So I'm just going to say copy, and then in here I'll say my data equals read.table, and I'm going to say file is equal to clipboard. And I'm also going to specify SEP equal to tab. And finally, I'm going to say header equal to true. All right. So let me see. SEP is equal to, okay, so I think I made a typo. It should be backslash here. It should be backslash. Perfect. So if I now check what my data is, let's say I type head my data, you can see that it's made up of, it gives us the first 5 items. Now we are not doing multiple regression, we are just doing simple linear regression. So we are trying to plot, at this point, we are trying to check how newspaper or maybe TV or radio relate to sale. Maybe we can start with saying how TV relates to sale. Let me now write the equation of regression so that at the end of the day, we'll be able to obtain the equation of the regression line. So it goes this way. I think I can use this brush. So we have that y is equal to a function of x, which is equal to beta 0 plus beta 1 x. In this particular case, it will be beta 0 plus sales, so sales, we are trying to calculate sales, equal to beta 0 plus beta 1, and we have, this time we are saying TV, okay? So we are plotting TV against sales. We are trying to do a regression of TV against sales. All right, so the first thing we want to do at this point is to do the plotting. So you can just say plots. And at this time, you are going to say, my data, you use the dollar symbol to specify or to choose the particular column or the particular feature we want to use. So we are trying to plot sales to see how sales, and use the tilde symbol to see how sale affects how sale is affected by TV. So basically what we are saying is we have amounts spent on TV ads, radio ads, and newspaper ads, and we have corresponding increase in sales. So this time we are trying to see how sales is affected by the TV ads. And we are going to find the relationship between TV ads, money spent on TV, and equivalent amount increase in sales. All right. So this is the first step, right? Good. So we have this, maybe we can just make it look a little good by saying PCH equal to 16, and then say color. So color is equal to red. Okay, so let it be this way. It makes some sense at this point. So now to do linear regression, we need to create a linear regression object. Let's call it line object. You can just call it anything, it doesn't matter. Line object is equal to, you use the function lm, and you also say my data, we are trying to check how sales is affected by TV, right? Perfect. All right, so now after doing this, we are now going to fit a regression line through this data set to see how it tries to understand the data. So to do that, simply use the command add line, and just say the linear regression object, and then let's give it a different color so that we can distinguish it from the data. So let's say color equal to blue. All right. So you can see that the line has been fitted through the data. This is a linear regression line. But let's go back to this equation. Remember, we are trying to find a relationship and we need to find the regression coefficient. How do we get this? To get it, simply find out the details about Upline by typing either you say summary, the linear regression object. This will give you the result. You can also make it a little less verbose by saying line object. So you can see it just gives us exactly what we want. Let's now have the intercept is beta 0 and the coefficient is 0.04754. So if we put it back into the equation, we will see how sales is related to adverts to TV ads. So I'm going to now use a different pen color and I'm going to write the equation to be sales is equal to beta 0 is the intercept, so we have 7.03 plus beta 1 is 0.05, so it's 0.05 TV. So this is the final regression equation. So if you want, you can take a look at some of these data presented here. For instance, the standard error. For now, we are not going to be talking about it. We are going to look at this in more details at a different time. For now, I'd like to recommend you play around using a different data set and see how you can perform linear regression in R. In the next class, we are now going to see how we can do multiple linear regression. I'd like to thank you for viewing and also remind you to subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed.